Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta. It's been bad news for the Congress party over the last 48 hours, especially with a spate of resignations. If it was Vijender Singh or Sanjay Nirupam for the grand old party yesterday, today troubles mounted with spokesperson Gaurav Vallabh's exit. All of this, remember, is happening barely weeks before election polling. After a series of exits from state units earlier this year, there has been pan-India setbacks for the grand old party over the last few days. Most of these talk of extreme disillusionment, disenchantment, disgruntlement for leaving. Let me quote just one example. Now, moments after Congress expelled Sanjay Nirupam yesterday, the former Congress leader said that he had already made the move of quitting the party, resigning from the party earlier. But earlier in the day today, he began his press conference chanting Jai Shri Ram. He attacked the Mahavikas Aghadi for making a Khichdi Chor candidate from Mumbai's northwest seat. Calling Congress directionless, he said there is no organizational strength in the party. Taking a dig at the Gandhi family and party high command, Nirupam said Congress has 5 power centers, and all 5, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge and KC Venugopal, have their own lobbies and clash with each other, he said. For the Congress, this has been a steady stream of exits, not a staccato pattern. From young faces to party veterans to former ministers, even chief ministers have left. And the problem is not that they are losing people, the problem is they are continuing to do so, unable to arrest the outflow. With 3 big exits now in 2 days, what explains this churn in the Congress? The big question that we'll be taking to our guests in just a bit. First up, the dissonance within the Congress party has been quite palpable for some time now. Let's take a look at what are the factors that make people leave the party and what is it that the party is saying in response to those exits. It will give you an idea of the dissonance within and the mindset. Now, while leaders who are leaving the party say that there are very few opportunities at the top because it's all been, taken control of by one family, the party has often responded by saying that this is what the over-ambitious and the restless are saying and that is why they leave. Leaders leaving the party slam the party for raising issues that are regressive or don't resonate with the public anymore, while the party shrugs off the rebellion and says that, this is nothing but a battle of ideology. Several leaders like Gaurav Vallabh himself, while quitting the party, have highlighted their disillusionment over Congress's stand on religion at large and Hinduism particularly. Congress has often fought this backlash by just saying that, they are the ones who are fighting against the forces of hatred for secularism in this country. But they've not often explained their duplicity when it comes to religious issues or religious sentiments. Now, leaders leaving the Congress party have often called it rudderless. They have questioned the leadership crisis of the party or the inability to move beyond the Gandhis. The Congress says that, some just jump ship when the going gets hard. This is just nothing else but that the Congress is out of power and these people are leaving just for greener pastures. Let's take a look though at the high profile exits from the Congress party over the years and it will just give you the scale, the length, the breadth and the deepness of just how many people of various kinds are continuing to leave the Congress party. So today it was the likes of Gaurav Vallabh. You've had somebody like Vijender Singh, Sanjay Nirupam, Milan Deora, Ashok Chavan leave in the last few days. And in fact, Maharashtra Congress unit has seen as many as 4 top exits in the last few weeks alone. But it's not just about these recent exits. Who can forget the names like Jitin Prasad, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Ghulam Nabi Azad, Kapil Sibal, Amrinder Singh. These people have been former ministers, union ministers and even chief ministers who have left the party, people who've been true blue Congress men and women. And then of course there are lots of young faces of the Congress party that have quit. You've got the likes of Jaiveer Shergill, Priyanka Chaturvedi, Sushmita Deb, Anil Antony, Naveen Jindal, all leaving in recent years. And the reasons for all of them leaving is not the scare of ED and CBI. Most of them actually faced no cases against them. They have left because of disillusionment, because of internal party issues and nothing more. There is no denying that there are several problems that the Congress is struggling with. Let's decode here on Plain Speak what these issues are, the niggling, consistent issues that the Congress party continues to face. So Mallikarjun Kharge was appointed as the Congress chief to show that the Congress was democratic in its election process and the party was trying to grow an image beyond the Gandhis. But in reality, the Gandhis are still very much the de facto rulers. The party rallies only behind them for nationwide yatras, for crucial decisions. The party finds it difficult to look beyond them. Pan-India relevance of the Congress has taken a severe beating since 2014. In last year's assembly polls, it lost Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh. The consolation win came in Telangana. Apart from Himachal, its presence in politically significant North India is absolutely negligible today. The party has failed to introspect or make any real changes after big debacles or defeats. Some of its lines on major issues is exactly the same. The party, seems stuck in time or unable to move on from certain positions it once held. State leadership and the party's top leadership often differs as well. We've seen that recently. You've had state Bengal unit hitting out at Mamata Banerjee while the top leadership was trying to send an olive branch for the seat sharing talks that eventually never materialized. Congress's stand on sensitive subjects, especially on issues like Hinduism recently, have made many leaders and dare one say even voters turn away from the party. And this is one of those things. A lot of controversial statements the party keeps making. Even if their allies are making certain statements, it seems difficult for them to kind of take a very strong stand. So with that, let's take a look at the big issue that we're debating today. Yes, there are many issues that we have seen over the last few years. But why is this churn in the Congress party continuing even today? You've got 3 more exits now in 2 days. What is to be of the Congress party if this continues? That's coming up with our guests.
There was an invitation to attend the Pran Pratishtha of Prabhu Shri Ram. Congress party is writing that we will not attend. ईश्वर के दर्शन करने के लिए ईश्वर की अनुमति जरूरी होती है और जब तक ईश्वर की अनुमति नहीं होती वो दर्शन नहीं कर सकता.
This election is Congress versus old Congress, not Congress versus BJP.
Basically, the way Congress party is working in Delhi and from Delhi to Mumbai, it is not working out very well actually.
तो पार्टी हॉपर है, एक पार्टी से दूसरे पार्टी आने वाला. अगर टिकट नहीं मिला तो ऐसा स्टेटमेंट देने से कोई फायदा नहीं है.
कांग्रेस पार्टी नहीं, एक पारिवारिक कंपनी है. इसमें देश हित नहीं, इसमें समाज हित नहीं, केवल अपने परिवार का हित देखा जाता है.
आज बीजेपी में शामिल हो रहा हूँ और एक तरह से कहते घर वापसी हो रही मेरी. कहते कि इंग्लिश में कहावत है गुड टू बी बैक.
Let's go across to our guest joining us, Arjun Modwadia, leader of the BJP today, but a former senior leader from Gujarat of the Congress party is joining us. Neeti Jain, spokesperson of the BJP, Swati Chandrasekhar from the Congress party, and Pankaj Sharma, former advisor to Kamal Nath, is also joining us on the show. I want to begin with Arjun ji first, and I want to begin with, what's transpired as we speak. You've had 3 leaders, young faces I would say, if not big leaders, leaving the party. विजेंद्र सिंह, गौरव वल्लभ, संजय निरुपम जैसे लोगों ने अभी 2 दिन में छोड़ दिया है और उन्होंने जो रीजंस दिए हैं पार्टी को छोड़ने के लिए वो बहुत अलग-अलग रीजंस हैं. आपने भी अभी ही थोड़े टाइम पहले पार्टी छोड़ी थी. मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूं कि आपको क्या लगता है कि कांग्रेस में क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रही है जो इतने सारे यंग, ओल्ड, हर तरह के लोग छोड़ के जा रहे हैं?
उसके लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी को इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करना चाहिए, आत्मखोज करनी चाहिए कि क्यों हो रहा है। ये अपसेट आज से है ऐसा नहीं है, ये 7-8 साल हो गया। गुलाम नबी आजाद ने पार्टी क्यों छोड़ी, जो 3 जनरेशन तक पार्टी में रहे। कैप्टन अमरिंदर सिंह ने पार्टी क्यों छोड़ी, अशोक चौहान ने पार्टी क्यों छोड़ी। ऐसे बहुत सारे लीडर हैं कि जिन्होंने जो कमिटमेंट के साथ कांग्रेस में थे। मैं भी गुजरात में 20 साल तक मैंने कांग्रेस का नेतृत्व किया और वो भी दिग्गज भारतीय जनता पार्टी का दिग्गज नेतृत्व थी। नरेंद्र मोदी जी और अमित शाह जी दोनों गुजरात में थे उस समय। लेकिन इस जंक्शन पे क्यों पार्टी छोड़नी पड़ी, तो उसका आत्मखोज उनको करना चाहिए कि पार्टी क्यों में से लोग जा रहे हैं, क्यों डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए हैं। पार्टी की लीडरशिप और स्टेट की लीडरशिप और जनता, उनके बीच बहुत दूरी का फासला बन गया और पूरे ही जो इकोसिस्टम है कांग्रेस हाईकमांड की, वो अराउंड लीडर वो घूमती है। उसको ये नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है कि नीचे वर्कर्स की क्या फीलिंग है, जनता की क्या फीलिंग है, जनता क्या चाहती है, वर्कर क्या चाहते हैं, कुछ सोचे समझे बिना यही एक ही इसके आसपास घूम रही है। इसलिए आज पार्टी टूट रही है। आज के दिन में जो गुजरात या भारत में और गुजरात में दोनों जगह विपक्ष का स्थान तो कांग्रेस ने गंवा दिया, विपक्ष में नहीं है आज। जो विपक्ष के रिकॉग्नाइज ऑपोजिशन पार्टी होनी चाहिए वो न लोकसभा में है न गुजरात विधानसभा में। लेकिन ये चुनाव के बाद वो एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, नेशनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के रूप में भी उनके सामने बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क होने वाला है।
बट सर, लोग ये भी कह सकते हैं ना कि ये तो नेचुरल एक मूवमेंट है। जब एक पार्टी सक्सेसफुल होती है तो लोग उसमें आते हैं, जब वो पार्टी नीचे चली जाती है, अब 10 साल से कांग्रेस पावर में नहीं है, कुछ लोग कहेंगे कि उनको अगले 5 साल भी कोई चांस नहीं लग रहा है, इसलिए लोग छोड़ के जा रहे हैं। बीजेपी एक सक्सेसफुल पार्टी है, अभी एक टाइम पे कांग्रेस सक्सेसफुल थी, तो ये तो नेचुरल मूवमेंट है ना।
देखो, मैं आपको बताऊं, मुझे बीजेपी ज्वाइन करने के लिए कहा गया। उस समय मैंने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जो लीडर्स थे उनको पूछा कि आपको अर्जुन मोढवाडिया की कहां जरूरत है। गुजरात में 182 सीट में से 152 सीट है, यहां 26 में से 26 सीट भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पास है। जब चुनाव पूरा होगा तब गुजरात में 156 है सीट, उनकी जगह 60 हो जाएगी विधानसभा में और 26 से 26 वो भी 5 लाख प्लस से जीतेंगे। लेकिन वो कार्यकर्ता की शक्ति को पहचानते हैं, चाहे ओपोजिशन में हो, खुद की पार्टी में है। आज उनको जरूरत नहीं थी मेरी, बहुत पहले जरूरत थी, जब उस समय तो मैं गया नहीं। और जब भी ये बातें हैं तो भाई वहां कुछ मिलने वाला है या डराया गया है या लालच दिया गया है, ऐसी बात करते हैं। मैं बताऊं कि जब भारतीय जनता पार्टी को यहाँ गुजरात में जरूरत थी, देश में जरूरत थी, जब पावर में थे, तब तो मैं नहीं गया। आज मैं क्यों गया? इसलिए कि यहाँ कांग्रेस पार्टी का कनेक्शन डिस्कनेक्ट हो चुकी है।
तो आप जिस डिस्कनेक्ट की बात कर रहे हैं, मैं वो समझना चाह रही हूं, आपको क्या लगता है ये डिस्कनेक्ट क्यों हो रहा है? ये प्रॉब्लम क्यों है? ये लीडरशिप की प्रॉब्लम है या जो इश्यूज पार्टी रेज कर रही है वो डिस्कनेक्टेड है पब्लिक से? क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
देखो, आपको जब क्या बोलते हैं कि एक सिंपल जो लॉजिक है उसको समझना चाहिए कि सफेद घोड़ा भी होता है, सफेद गद्दा भी होता है। लेकिन पहचान से आप मालूम हो जाना चाहिए कि कौन गद्दा है कौन घोड़ा है। लीडरशिप में ये पहचान नहीं। वो जो नीचे आसपास वाले लोग हैं वो बताते हैं कि ये सही है तो सही, ये बुरा है तो बुरा। किसी को मिलना नहीं, किसी से बात करना नहीं, किसी की राय सुनना नहीं। जब चुनाव 2022 का गुजरात में था, उस समय मैंने वहां लीडरशिप को बताया था कि गुजरात में हम एग्जिस्टेंस के लिए कांग्रेस पार्टी, और हमारा परसेप्शन ये है कि कांग्रेस कहीं ग्राउंड पे नहीं, इसलिए ग्राउंड पर हमें दिखना चाहिए। ये बात को पॉजिटिव लेकर कुछ करेक्टिव मेजर लेना चाहिए। उनके बावजूद उन्होंने मुझे क्या कहा सबके सामने कि आप तो चुनाव लड़ने से पहले हार गए। अरे एनालिसिस तो डायग्नोसिस तो करना चाहिए, क्या स्थिति है। वो करने की तैयार ही नहीं, वो तो सिक्कोफंट है। उनको तो चाहिए कि वहां उसको आंख को कौन सा अच्छा लगता है, कान को सुनने में क्या अच्छा लगता है, उससे नहीं जनता को क्या अच्छा लगता है। राम मंदिर की बात आई तो आज क्या किया कांग्रेस ने, खुद का स्टैंड था कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट का ऑर्डर को हम मानेंगे। जो मुस्लिम पार्टी कोर्ट में गई थी उन्होंने बात मान ली कि सही है, लेकिन नरेंद्र मोदी जी जो देश के प्राइम मिनिस्टर है वो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा महोत्सव में आने वाले हैं, इसलिए हम नहीं जाएंगे। तो सोमनाथ मंदिर का प्राण प्रतिष्ठा महोत्सव तो राजेंद्र बाबू हमारे राष्ट्रपति जी ने किया था, तो वहां क्या दिक्कत होनी चाहिए। मोदी जी तो राम मंदिर मूवमेंट में शामिल थे तो वो आएंगे। उनकी जगह उन्होंने क्या किया, गए तो नहीं लेकिन ये स्टेटमेंट दिया कि वी आर डिक्लाइनिंग द इनविटेशन,
राइट,
और इट इज ए पॉलिटिकल प्रोजेक्ट ऑफ द बीजेपी आरएसएस। तो ये उसमें जनता को क्या चोट पहुंचेगी ये उन्होंने कभी सोचा भी नहीं, और अपनी पॉलिसीज के विरुद्ध में उन्होंने ये बात की।
ओके,
तो ये सिर्फ कुछ चंद लोगों को खुश करने के लिए ये लोग कर रहे हैं।
ओके, Arjun Modwadia, I do appreciate you. Arjun Modwadia, one of those Congress leaders who's been in the Congress party for 20 plus years and has recently left. I do thank you for joining us. And this is effectively hearing from the horse's mouth of what the issues are, people who are leaving the Congress party for others. And not all of the leaders that I've pointed out have left for the BJP. Some have joined other parties as well, including other opposition parties as well. So what's going wrong? Let me take that now to the Congress representative Swati Chandrasekhar. Swati, I hope you heard what Arjun ji had to say. Now, see, this is the problem. Everything cannot be brushed under the carpet by saying that, see, oh, so-and-so have cases, or so-and-so have pressure, or so-and-so is otherwise corrupt and is looking only for personal gain, and that is why they're leaving. That can't be the case for all of them, right? In fact, most of the people who have left the Congress party had no cases against them.
Shivani, I want to thank Arjunji and give due respect to all the Congress leaders for their contribution till date, and thank them for their exit as well. Let me tell you, or let me take you back to the history. Congress stand has been very clear with respect to Hinduism, to Ram Mandir, to all the mandirs, to the respect that we give to all the religions, and the way we try to align all the religions under single umbrella. I want to directly ask Arjunji, I'm sure he is not on the panel now, but please ask him to give back the answer to us on this question. So where was his stand when Godhra attack happened in Gujarat? So
but what does Godhra have to do with Ram Temple? No, the fact that you're bringing Godhra. No, one second. Swati, the fact that you're bringing Godhra when the party leaders are saying you should have gone for the Ram Temple Pran Pratishthan, that in itself is the problem.
Yeah, please tell me.
I am saying that the fact that you're bringing Godhra when party leaders are saying that you should have gone for the Pran Pratishthan of the Ram Temple, that in itself is the problem. What does Godhra have to do with that?
No. My question is very simple. Today you're talking about temple. Today you're talking about Hinduism. Today you're talking about Sanatan Dharma. But I have to make it something very clear. Right from Indira Gandhi period to till date, we have respected Sanatan Dharma, and I think Congress leaders, most of them have visited temples across the country. And if the temples have been nurtured, which so many temples have been nurtured under Congress regime that is not nurtured under BJP regime, this is something that I have to make it very clearly.
This isn't about temples. Visiting temples is hardly respecting a religion.
This is just a power play, Shivani. This is just a power play, and this is something which is very clear. I think I have to tell it to Arjunji also, and all the leaders, especially who have been shifting from Congress. And we are also happy that this is a churning that's happening in the Congress party, and we are welcoming the new leadership and new parties. I mean, the new leaders and new perception, basically.
Okay. Pankaj, I want to come to you. Is this the right way for the Congress party to look at this? That, this is good riddance? Those who do not fundamentally believe in the party ideology, cannot stand with it when the going is rough, better leave. And then we'll have the real people sticking with us. We need not, have the people who don't believe with us, don't believe in us anymore. Is that the right way to look at it?
No, I don't think so. Congress must introspect. This is a huge problem. If people are disillusioned, Congress should have a mechanism by which, their grievances are addressed. But quitting parties on the eve of poll is nothing new. If some people have left Congress and joined BJP, then there are senior leaders from BJP also who have quit BJP and joined the Congress party. So when some people, they think that the power politics is the only motto for them, then they can switch the parties like this because they have no ideology. But as far as the Congress party is concerned, recently some people have left. Congress party had given them everything. Now Arjun Modwadia ji was saying that there is no connect with the masses in the country or in the states. He himself was the Pradesh Congress president. He himself was the CLP leader. He was the leader of opposition. He was leading the Congress party for many years. So if this disconnect is there, are state leaders not responsible?
But did you hear what he said? No, interestingly,
where is the disconnect?
Arjun Modwadia very interestingly pointed out that I brought this up before the 2022 Gujarat elections to the national leadership. And I said that our problem is that we are not seen on the ground. We need to do something about that. And they brushed him aside. So what do state leaders do if the national leaders don't listen to them? And he said that they don't give you time, they don't listen to you, they don't meet you. They have no understanding of who's a good worker or not.
Well, who could have brushed him aside? He was leading the party in Gujarat.
Obviously, he's talking about the national leadership.
Now, I don't. And what, I don't think Congress is disconnected from the masses. In Gujarat, in 2022 elections, assembly elections, Congress got 40% of the vote. 40% of the vote. So if a party, that too in Gujarat, if Congress party is having 40% vote base, is it a small vote base? So if party is not disconnected, yes, there could be some problem among the leaders, among the middle level leaders, among the second line leadership. And sometimes it happens that people don't give the right picture to the supreme leadership of the party. This also happens. So all the state leaders are also equally responsible. I am not saying that Congress should not introspect. Congress must, and the senior most leadership, supreme leadership, that is Rahul Gandhi, that is Priyanka Gandhi, should look into all these things. And as I have told you, that party should have some kind of mechanism.
But you are accepting that Rahul and Priyanka are still the supreme leaders. You've said it. Mallikarjun Kharge is not the supreme leader of the Congress party. So that's the problem, na?
Mallikarjun Kharge ji is the party president. He is running the party. Like in BJP, Jagat Prakash Nadda ji is the BJP president. But the supreme leader is Narendra Bhai Modi and Amit Bhai Shah. Everyone knows it. So there is no harm in this.
Okay. Neeti wants to come in. But Neeti, before you respond to Pankaj.
There is a concept of collective leadership in the Congress party.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Pankaj. But Neeti, you look at what's happening in Telangana, for example. In Telangana, the BRS's stock has plummeted. And therefore, a lot of prominent names from the BRS are leaving the party. Some are joining Congress, some are joining the BJP. And the Congress is on an upswing there. So, a lot of people are flocking to the Congress in Telangana. This is the natural flow of what happens when a party's stock rises or goes down. And nationally, the BJP is on the rise and continues to be so.
Okay, so Shivani, Pankaj ji had said that these isolated movements during the elections are very normal. They happen, and I'm sure there are certain people who've gone from BJP to other parties as well. But these are isolated movements. The kind of people and in the span of time that have left Congress, and for reasons which are not seats. Elections के time पे the reasons people change parties is because they wanted a seat, ticket नहीं हुआ, they go to a different party. This is very normal. This has been going on since years, ever since the elections happened. But when people leave from Himanta Biswa Sarma to today, when Sanjay Nirupam ji has left or Gaurav Vallabh has left, these people have been giving out reasons that the High Command is not listening. We went there, we were not heard. And even today, when Arjun ji was talking, and after that, the response the Congress spokesperson gave, I think it is pretty evident that they're not willing to listen to what people want to say. They have a thought within themselves, hum theek hai, we are the only ones who are right. Whoever agrees with us can stay, whoever doesn't agree can leave. Whether they win elections, they don't win elections, they're not concerned about that. He said earlier there used to be one power center and everybody was heard. Today there are apparently 5 power centers and nobody is being heard. We always say that fine, this is an internal matter of Congress and it is not our job to take care of Congress, but then Congress shouldn't come out and blame everything from EVMs to the media to the agencies or everything else for their own lack of leadership inside of the party. They need to take care of what is happening in their party before they come out and blame everything else in this country. Because just because the democracy in your party is dead doesn't mean it is dead in the country. So stop saying that the democracy in this country is dead. It's just dead in your own party.
Can I just quickly toss to the 3 people who've left the Congress party just in the last 3 days and what they had to say on the reasons they're leaving, and then I'll go back to our Congress guest as well. Let's play that out.
When leaders of Congress party and leaders of the alliance are abusing Sanatan, and at that time Congress party is silent, then it is not silent acceptance of the issue, then what is that? I can't tolerate that.
Congress party is, you have rightly said, it is in disarray. It is completely a decimated party. There are 5 power centers. All the power centers are basically baseless. They don't have any connect with the people.
जी काफ़ी एक्साइटेड हूँ और आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी में शामिल हुआ हूँ. मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं देश के विकास, देश की तरक्की के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी से जुड़ा हूँ और मैं इसके लिए लोगों का भला कर सकूँ.
So Vijender Singh says he wants to do development, vikas for the country, betterment of the country. That's why he's leaving. Sanjay Nirupam says 5 power centers, party in disarray. In fact, the entire Maharashtra unit certainly is in massive disarray. But look at what Gaurav Vallabh says. He has said interesting things, Swati. Why did you not take a stronger stand against Sanatan Dharma abuse by your India partners and alliance partners, DMK? You abuse wealth creators on a daily basis, right? But coming from Rahul Gandhi himself, you go around the country wanting a caste survey, but you don't take care of Hindus and their sentiments in this country. So these are not issues that resonate with the public. In fact, they turn the public away from your party. This is what leaders leaving have to say.
Shivani, I just want to go one by one, give answers. First, I want to just make a quick comment to Neeti ji. So she was just mentioning that just because there is no democracy in the party, don't blame the country that there's no democracy in the country. I'm sure, mark my words, probably in the next 365 days to 500 days, there will be these leaders again coming back and telling that here at least there were 5 centers, if not one, could have at least one to the other, and spoke to them about our agony in the party. But in BJP, there is only one leadership and there is only a single point of contact, which I don't think we can.
But Swati, whoever is the leader in our party, you don't see anybody coming in the media and complaining about it. No. That is your problem. You keep looking at the BJP without looking at what is happening inside of your own party. It is good to be inspired, and I agree, Congress needs to be inspired by the BJP right now, but that doesn't mean it solves your problems.
But in BJP, let me tell you very clearly, people just talk inside what is happening in the party and nobody is ready to come out and talk outside.
That is what should happen inside of your party. Sort things out inside. Don't come out to the media about everything.
Coming back to what leaders probably mentioned.
Inside your own house, you're just washing your dirty laundry outside.
coming back to those leaders who mentioned that Rahul Gandhi goes across the country and asks for caste census, and coming back to those leaders who mentioned that what did Congress do for Hinduism, I want to ask them the same question. Building a Ram Mandir is something that BJP is going to do for Hinduism. I want to please ask or put this question to all the BJP leaders from top to bottom till booth level. Let them please give me the list of those things that they actually did for Sanatan Dharma or Hinduism or for those community who is called as Hindus. I'm a Hindu myself. I visit temple every day. Please, I want to know.
Just look or hear anybody except maybe Rahul Gandhi or the 5 power centers in your party, you will understand what the BJP has done in the past 5 years. And that seems to be your problem. You are not listening to anybody outside of these 5 power centers.
Make it very clear. This was a cold
What is happening in this country? You will go out and say that democracy is dead without even understanding what is happening inside the country.
Okay, one second. I just want to focus. I think we need to focus and keep our focus on the reasons that the political leaders are giving for leaving the Congress. One second, Swati, can I come in? Now, the BJP can have myriad problems. They can have 100 problems. The problem for you is that your leaders are leaving. BJP leaders are not leaving in such droves. Neither do they come out in public on a day-to-day basis doing press conferences, cribbing about their own party and their alliances. So that is a difference. Plus, you talked about that these same people will come back and say, oh, at least Congress was better off. I don't think in the last 10 years, all of these people who have left have come back to the Congress party. There are barely any examples of that. So this is wishful thinking. This is once again denying the problem that has been existing for quite some time. So Pankaj, I'm coming back to you. You worked very closely with the Congress ecosystem. I want to understand, why is it that the Congress is finding it so hard to shift its position? This is politics. This is not India of 30, 40 years ago. You've got to be nimble on your feet. You've got to be smart with the positions you pick. Are they doing that?
See, politics for Congress, I think, is not only for winning elections. Politics is something more than this. It should be for every political party. But unfortunately, these days, political parties have become only a election winning machinery. Congress doesn't believe in this. And then shifting positions to what? I mean, Congress has an ideology which is an established ideology for the party for centuries, for decades. And what is that? It is inclusiveness. So can you shift your position from inclusiveness?
No, but people question the duplicity of the Congress's secularism and inclusivity. You protect and you're very afraid of one segment of society and its religious sentiments, that you even, brush under the carpet the problems in that segment, but you keep attacking the other. That's not inclusivity at all.
No, and your previous leaders were completely against the census, the caste census, and today you are harping about that. So what ideology are you talking about at all?
Okay, what about caste census? Neeti is saying, why are you going back to the days of the 90s and talking about a caste census in India? Is young India supposed to believe in that?
They don't want it. No, your leaders said they don't want it.
Yeah,
and today you're going
till
back
today
and
there are many Congress leaders who are still saying this is not the right issue for the country. Yes, Pankaj, very quickly, I have 30 seconds left.
See, I personally don't endorse the demand of caste census. But then let me ask one question. Why my Prime Minister repeatedly says again and again, I'm a backward. People behave with me like this because I'm a backward. So, if he not playing the caste card, why should he do this?
Okay, 15 seconds, Neeti. 15 seconds, Neeti. I have to wrap up.
Sir, with that also you have a problem.
No, Neeti, 15 seconds. Yes, very quickly respond to that particular question.
No, so these are the people who keep counting the backwards and OBCs and everything in the entire secretary level. And when we say more than half of our cabinet is OBC, we're just answering your question. No, if you're asking questions, you can't blame us for answering them. The point is, you talk about ideology, you are completely disconnected from your own ideology because
Okay.
your ancestors had gone against certain things and now you're going back to support them. So probably that's why the original Congress is not with you anymore.
Okay.
Your senior most leaders are leaving you, and that remains the basic point.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. I've run out of time. I do thank our guests for joining us. Certainly in election season, it seems the problem is only mounting for the Congress party. And here's another example.